Okay, hi there. So this one is add border, and we're given a rectangular matrix of characters, and we need to just add a border of asterisks around it. So we've got the first element in the output array has got a row of asterisks, and then the last element has got the same amount of asterisks as well. And then we're sort of adding an asterisk either side to each of the elements in the array. So first thing which I would do is I would take each element of the picture array and add an asterisk to either side of that element. And we can do that with the map. So if we do const new picture is equal to picture.map, and then we're going to take each element, and for each element we want to add an asterisk at the beginning of each element and then add an asterisk to the end of each element. So if we were now to console log our new picture, we should get an asterisk either side of the element. So we've now got the first and the second index of our expected output array, which is now in this one here. So we can now compare the two, and we know that the length of this element here is actually the same length as our sort of asterisk element. And with that information, we can actually loop through the length of our first element, and for however long this element is, if we sort of create there's probably a more efficient way of doing it, but if we do const border is equal to an empty array, and then if we just loop through the length, so let I is equal to 0, I is less than new picture with the first element of new picture and its length, increment I by 1 each time, and then for each character in that element we can add an asterisk or push an asterisk into border. So do border.push the asterisk, and what we can see will happen here, console.log. No, I have a feeling this won't work. No, it does. Okay, cool. I don't know why I had a feeling that it doesn't. So I'm just trying to do it so I can show. So now for each loop that we do, we're sort of pushing an asterisk into border. So we now have 5 asterisks, which is what we need for the top and bottom part of the matrix. Like this one here, we've got the same amount of asterisks now in this array. Okay, this one here. But we obviously don't need an array of asterisks, so we need to join the asterisks up. So if we was to do the border is now equal to border.join. Here we're mutating border. We need to change the border from const to let. So now the border is now equal to border.join, and we want to join each individual element in that array, so we just use a single quotes. And if I was to console log border now, you'd now get the string of asterisks. Awesome. Now we need to try and place these asterisks at the beginning or at the start of our array, of our new picture array, and at the end of the new picture array. So to place them at the end, you just do border.push, new picture dot push border, and then we're going to be by console log that new picture We're now pushing the asterisks at the end of our array. Awesome. One last step is to just put them at the start or at the beginning of our array, and then we've sort of made our asterisk sandwich or our asterisk border. And the way in how to do that is to do new picture dot this time unshift, and unshift will push the border at the beginning of the array. So now if I do console.log new picture, it's now sort of placed them at the beginning of the array, we've got them at the end of the array, and we've got them in between, well, at the start and at the end of each element. So if this array was going to be placed sort of as a matrix, we've actually now got our expected output. So if I return new picture, it should pass the tests and yeah, complete. We've now sort of got our border of asterisks.